Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do a little girl talk. To be inclusive, I guess men can watch this video too. We're just gonna talk about self-love and self-confidence and what that looks like, because I really feel like realistically that looks different to everyone, but I mean the goal is ultimately the same. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to be doing a little bit of makeup. I'm not going to say I'm an expert because I'm the furthest thing from an expert, but I feel like I've gotten a lot better at doing my makeup because I feel like I've learned my face a little bit more. So I'm just applying a primer that I got from The Ordinary. It has foundation all over it, so I'm not going to show you the bottle. It's a pretty decent primer. It's nothing super fancy or anything. I think it was $5 to $6. I'd be lying if I said I knew the exact cost of it, but it definitely does the job. But the one that I use, if I'm going to be wearing makeup all day long, is the Milk primer. This primer is the truth, but I don't need to be using this right now because I'm not going to be wearing makeup for a long period of time. To color correct, because I do have darkness underneath my eyes, we're going to use a pumpkin. So I am actually not going to tell you what the products are because that's not the purpose of this video. So yeah. So self-love, honestly, loving yourself, even though the concept seems so simple, it's actually quite challenging, and it's something that if you don't work hard at, you can let yourself slip away. And a lot of people don't realize, sorry, I'm getting ambitious. A lot of people don't realize how easy it is to let our negativity take a toll on our mental health. And oftentimes what happens is we send such negative messages to our brain every single day. And I think that all it takes is for us to just literally fake it till we make it. I know I look hella crazy right now, but I'll fix that. Yeah, honestly, you have to literally just fake it until you make it. I think I used way too much color corrector. Like I said, I'm not an expert. So if I end up looking like Boo Boo the Clown, mind your business. Yeah, honestly, self-love is something that you have to consciously make an effort to work on every single day. You literally have to wake up every morning and feel inspired to want to make yourself feel good. It's something that a lot of people have not mastered, including myself. I'm still working on it, and it's far from easy, but you literally have to make a conscious effort and want to feel better day by day. I feel like something that helps me for self-love and self-confidence is when I wake up in the morning, I just go and I do my skincare routine and just talk to yourself in the mirror. It sounds silly, but talking to yourself in the mirror can actually help you a lot. You literally just look in the mirror and you do positive affirmations with yourselves. I don't know if you guys are familiar with positive affirmations, but you literally have to say to yourself, I am beautiful, I am confident, I am sexy, I am intelligent, I'm gonna get that job that I want, I'm going to, you literally have to talk to yourself and manifest the life that you want. And even if you don't believe it, you have to fake it till you make it. Think about it this way. Your brain is literally the most powerful organ or muscle, Jesus, in your body, right? And your brain, the health of your brain relies on everything that we do. So literally the food that we put into our body, how much we exercise, what we read every day, the people that we communicate with on a daily basis. It's literally like all that information, all those interactions are stored within your brain. But it all starts with you. So if you are constantly putting negative messages into your brain and telling yourself, oh, I'm so ugly, or I'm so skinny, or I'm so fat, or I'm not smart enough, I'm not beautiful enough, I can't have this job, I can't have this man, I won't be able to attract what I want to attract, then you're pretty much setting yourself up for failure, because once you start to send yourself negative messages, you tend to believe it, right? You're conditioning your brain to accept that type of treatment. So you'll be more prone to accept negative messages from other people around you, and the universe is just going to work against you at that point, because you have convinced yourself that you are the bottom of the barrel and that you deserve nothing good in life. And realistically, that doesn't sound very good, does it? So I'm done with foundation. I think that starting your day with positive affirmations, getting up, looking at yourself in the mirror and saying, you are that girl, you are beautiful, you are intelligent, you are smart, you are attractive, you are superior, like whatever it is that you feel like you need to tell yourself in order to believe it, you go ahead and do that. Sorry, my face is itchy. Yeah, you go ahead and do that. Nobody is going to tell you that you can't do that. And anybody that tries to put you down, you don't need those types of people in your life. What I notice works for me when I'm feeling kind of negative, and honestly, like my therapist has like recommended this to me, when you feel like you're in a state of negativity, you literally have to block the thought. So let's say I have a thought like, I'm so dumb, I'm not smart at all. Let's say I'm having that thought. I'm going to stop myself. I'm going to acknowledge the feeling, understand the trigger, and understand why I'm feeling that way, and then try to block it and try to counteract it with a positive thought. So if I say like, oh, I'm so unintelligent, I can't do this, rationalize with yourself and ask yourself why you think you can't do it. Come up with reasons. If you can't come up with any types of reasons, then that means that you're 110% being irrational in that moment, and you're being completely unfair to yourself. And majority of the times, we are definitely being unkind to ourselves, and it's kind of crazy because like we have so much compassion for other people around us, but sometimes we need to like stop ourselves and give ourselves that same compassion that we're giving other people. But I can understand that it's tough, especially for people like I know myself, like I'm extremely tough on myself. And at times it's ridiculous because you kind of set up like unrealistic expectations for yourself as a person. And it's like, why am I being so difficult on myself? The next thing that I would say to focus on when it comes to self-love is surrounding yourself with people and things that genuinely make you happy and remind you of the best version of yourself that you want to be. Because you cannot heal in an environment where you got sick, correct? So if you have people around you that are not motivating you, they do say that you should have people in your circle that you aspire to be like, or people that are doing better than you in life, or are striving to have the same things that you strive to have. Because think about it. Like I said, your brain is a sponge, right? So if you are surrounding yourself with people who are negative and people who don't want to do better in life, what positivity are you bringing to your life? None. Realistically, you're just stuck in a circle, stuck in a web of people and things that don't bring you any good and don't mean you any good. And that's not a good cycle to be stuck in at all. Another thing that I would say to do in terms of working on your self-confidence and your self-love is doing things that make you feel good. So for me, and this is something that I'm still trying to work on, for me, I'm trying to work on the gym. And this has been literally like a constant struggle for years now. I'm trying to do the gym. Still can't do the gym. But I'm trying, and that's all that matters. Get a gym membership, or even if you want to start small and do like workouts at home instead of committing to a gym membership, that could be an alternative for you. What I like to do is I like to journal. So journaling is also a really, really good option. Get a journal from the dollar store, get a journal from any like department store, Walmart, Marshalls, Winners, whatever you prefer. And literally just map out your thoughts. Whatever you're feeling, pretend like this is like a diary. So like map out your thoughts, write down whatever comes to mind, and whatever you feel on your heart, let it out. It is probably the best investment you'll ever make. And you can get one for like as low as like $2-3, or you can, if you're feeling fancy, you can buy one that's a little bit more expensive. Should I do contour first, or should I do, I don't know. Yeah, like journaling has definitely helped me a lot. It's something that I used to do when I was younger, but I definitely picked it up again because it's one of the most relaxing things to do. Or even if you're just having like a very negative moment, you just get it all down. Even if you don't want to like use pen to paper, which I believe there's power in pen to paper, to be honest. But if you don't want to use pen and paper, you can literally just do it on your phone, in your notes, in your notepad, and go to work. Like, it's literally that simple. And for some people, actually, it's not that simple. For some people, like, that's not their preference for an outlet, which is fine. Honestly, I'm very ghetto, so don't, like, I know I'm probably not using the right brushes and stuff, but it's fine. Yeah, for some people, like, they don't want to journal, and that's fine. That doesn't have to be your outlet, but find out what your outlet is and utilize it, because that's one of the only ways that you can bring joy to yourself, is by doing something that you enjoy. So you can work out, you can journal. If you're a singer, you can sing. You could write poetry. You could write music. You can paint. There's also like adult coloring books that you can get that are really helpful. Like, for me personally speaking, like, adult coloring books are actually like really dope, and they're very relaxing just to be able to like focus on the lines and stuff. It's a very soothing and relaxing activity. I'm trying to think of like one more thing. Maybe you can go to like an open mic night, or maybe just go out for drinks with friends, or go shopping, honestly. I feel like, you can still see my sticker from when I bought my mirror. I feel like anything that makes you happy is worth investing in. So invest in something that makes you happy. Or even like when it gets, I know we live in Canada, but like, well, I live in Canada. For anybody that's interested in like bike riding or stuff in the summertime, you can pick that up. Or there's honestly, like, there's clubs online that you can join, where you can meet other people that are like-minded. And that could also be something that you could pick up as a hobby. So there's just like, there's a lot of things that you can do. I think as humans, sometimes in the midst of our busy lives, we're like extremely lazy, which is fine. But when it starts to affect your mental health, you need to do something about it. I don't have any lashes, so I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, when you feel like your mental health is being affected, it's definitely only right to find some sort of hobby or something that fuels your energy, something that makes you happy and like brings you back to life. I think that my last self-confidence tip is really just to envision yourself 5-10 years from now and work towards that person. Like, you really have to make a conscious effort, like I said before. Envision yourself 5 to 10 years from now, and what does that person look like? That's what I'm going to leave you guys with. What does that person look like 5 to 10 years from now? What are you working to achieve in that time period of your life? What are you driving? Do you have kids? Do you have a husband? Do you have a wife? Do you have pets? What career are you in? What are you doing 5 to 10 years from now? What does the best version of yourself look like to you? I think that is literally the best question you can ask yourself, because a lot of times we're not really thinking about the future. We're thinking about the now. Or some people are thinking about the future too much, like my damn self, and you're not really in the present as much, which isn't healthy either. So I feel like ultimately you just need to have goals. You need to have goals, and you need to know exactly what you want. And even if you don't know exactly what you want, that's fine too. But we need to have working towards ourselves and constantly trying to make an effort to better ourselves as human beings. Otherwise, like I said in my last video, you're just stagnant, and no one really wants to be stagnant in life, because when you're stagnant, you're not progressing. I just really messed up there. I'm gonna need to fix that. But I hope that you guys enjoyed this little video. I'm gonna finish my makeup on off camera. This was like a little 10 to 15 minute little face. It's not the greatest. I need to apply my highlight and stuff. But like I said, self-love, self-confidence is extremely important. Actively work towards that every day. It's the greatest investment that you will ever make is on yourself. Do it for yourself and do it for no one else. I'm going to let you guys go. Release the negative energy and inhale the positive, and I will see you in my next video.